This one is for like always.
Yeah. How long you got
Oh,
left
the
in
new,
yours?
Mr. Chairman,
I'll make,
yo, gavel his ass tonight.
I'll make an announcement.
Carlson, gavel. I'm not gonna argue with him.
Hey, Larry?
You gotta know which mic. Just talk loud enough that both pick you up. Eventually one.
I thought you had some land for it.
There you got it. It's early.
Having the appointed time of 5:30 arrived, I'd like to call the Tuesday, February 27th, 2024 Committee of the Whole to order. Would you please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance.
A quick announcement. I'm told Channel 18 is working and is on. And then for all the alders today, everybody use the old mic. The additional mic is a backup. So I'm told all the original mics are in order. So with that, Mr. Clerk, would you take the roll?
Will do. Alderman Redpath.
Here.
Alderman Gregory. Alderman Williams.
Here.
Alderman Rockford.
Here.
Alderwoman Purchase.
Here.
Alderwoman Notriano.
Hello.
Here.
Alderman Carlson.
Here.
Alderwoman Conley.
Present.
Alderman Donlin.
Here.
Alderman Hanauer.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, a quorum is present.
Thank you. I would accept a motion for the approval of February 13, 2024 committee minutes.
So move.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion passes. Let's see, no, are there any presentations, Mr. Clerk?
No, sir.
No presentations. Next, we have ordinances tabled to remaining committee. Mr. Clerk, would you please read those ordinances if anyone would like to remove or any of these ordinances for committee consideration?
There are none, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you. Let's see, now for the ordinances for committee consideration. Mr. Clerk, could you please read the ordinances for CWLP?
2024-046, an ordinance amending ordinance number 123-03-23 with Glacier Sands Wind Power, LLC, for the purchase of all available MISO accredited capacity by adding 10 additional years to the agreement and authorizing additional $10,302,705 for a grand total of 15-year term amount not to exceed $24,670,485 for the Office of Public Utilities.
Consent.
Second.
Any discussion? We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Thank you. Mr. Clerk?
2024-047, an ordinance authorizing a supplemental appropriation for spending authority pursuant to the U.S. Department of Energy Efficiency and Conservation Block Grant and authorizing the purchase of 2023 Ford E-Transit van from Landmark Ford Incorporated from a state contract for an Energy Services Department in the amount not to exceed $55,017 for the Office of Public Utilities.
Consent.
Second.
Any discussion?
Chair.
Alderwoman Conley.
Thank you, Chair. I would just like to commend CWLP for this. I don't know if people notice this is an all-electric van that's going to be used for our Energy Services Office. So appreciate you guys going out and getting a zero-emission vehicle for our Energy Efficiency Office. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other questions? Seeing none, we have a motion to approve. Or do we have a motion to approve?
You do, and a second, so
And
you're
a second?
just,
Okay, thank you. Mr.
just
Clerk?
looking for your vote.
All in favor?
All-
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no.
Thank you. 2024-048, a resolution authorizing the mayor to sign loan documents for the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency Public Water Supply Revolving Loan Program for the Office of Public Utilities.
Consent.
Any discussion?
Sorry, Chair.
Alderwoman Conley?
Thank you. And just someone from the utility, I'm just wondering, was there a typo that was changed, or are we just getting significantly less money?
That was a typo.
Okay,
There was
thank you.
a one put in front of it by accident.
I'm glad we didn't lose $10 million.
I agree.
Thank you.
Seeing we have a motion and a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no.
Oh, Sean.
Public Works.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alderman Gregory, sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good. It'll take a little time to get used to. For CWLP, This amount is in,
Tornado was coming in. Oh my gosh.
13 million. So with the numbers of the 400 lead lines, that's like, one second. That's a first.
We don't want a deratio.
Cord's on the left.
Okay.
So can you break down the cost between the amount of money that we're receiving in the 400 lead service lines? I know that's like, about what, 6,000 per lead service line?
Oh, for the 3.6 million, I don't know if I have that with me.
You can get back to me if.
Yeah, let me get back to you on that.
I was just curious, is that just, I see where it says, if that was just the lead service line itself, the workers, or, you know.
So this is paying for the customer's portion of the thing. So that's why we're again going for those grants. So there'll be the census tracts in Ward 2 and 3 that we're applying for first, which would be in this grant application.
Okay. So I guess that's what I'm trying to ask. Like each house, you know, because that would be like $34,000 a house. Does it cost that much?
Well, it depends. It depends on basically if there's roadway repairs, because that really increases the price a lot. You know, for those repairs. So I
there's a
don't know the
chance.
exact area myself. Todd would probably have to investigate that as well. But
Okay.
I can get back to you on
Get
that,
back to
though.
me on that, because
Sure.
I mean, you know, in some circumstances where we don't have to do that, maybe this money will stretch us a little further. Thank you, sir.
Any other questions? See,
It is,
Mr. Brown?
it is a 2-year agreement too,
Okay.
or 2-year grant.
Okay. I appreciate you.
hang on, Doug. Alderman Rockford?
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Very good.
Too much electronics.
All right, I think we have a motion and a second, so all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Thank you, Mr. Clerk.
Public Works, 2024-049, an ordinance vacating a portion of the shared use path to Legacy Point Development Company, LLC, in exchange for the right-of-way shown on the plat for the Legacy Point Town Center, Phase 5, recorded as document number 2022R26150.
Move for consent.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
2024-050, a resolution for temporary closure of a portion of Illinois State Routes 97 and 29 Jefferson Street from 9th Street to 5th Streets for the St. Patrick's Day Parade on March 16, 2024 for the Office of Public Works.
Motion for consent.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Thank you.
General City Business, 2024-051, an ordinance extending the effective period for existing special service area, Legacy Point of the City of Springfield, Illinois.
Move for consent.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Thank you.
2024-052, an ordinance amending ordinance number 433-09-23 to revise the District Tax Revenue Bond Series 2023 of the City of Springfield, Sangamon County, Illinois.
Move for consent.
Make a motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Yes.
Alderman Redpath?
Could you tell us what the, Ramona, is this something you're going to deal with? And can you tell us what this does, please?
Alderman Redpath. I can answer that.
Dive in there.
So this, this ordinance is revising the dates for the interim bonds that were approved in September. So this is for infrastructure that's already been in place. So these bonds will be used to pay for that. We had to revise the dates because we anticipated closing in 2023, and we have not closed yet, so we needed to revise it to reflect 2024 bonds.
Okay, thank you.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. Mr. Clerk?
2024-053, an ordinance providing for an authorizing and issuance of taxable special service area, Legacy Point, ad valorem tax bonds, Series 2024 of the City of Springfield, Sangamon County, Illinois, in an amount of $17 million for the purpose of refunding the city's taxable special service area, Legacy Point, ad valorem tax bonds, Series 2018.
consent.
Second.
With a motion and a second, do we have any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Mr. Clerk?
2024-054, an ordinance approving the reappointment of Michael Ellis to the Board of Managers of Oak Ridge Cemetery.
For debate.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I just asked Chair if
do it.
Michael's here.
How many times we got to point you, dude?
There he is.
Lelis, would you like to come up to the
Did we
podium?
just point him?
I know, I felt like that too. Groundhog Day. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Well, you know you're appointing me to a dead-end board position, don't you?
Been waiting all day, huh?
That's good.
Any questions?
Thanks for your willingness to serve.
I was just thinking you got the mayor mad. She wanted you to get reappointed again.
I'm
would
happy,
just say-
I'm happy
I
to
guess we're good
serve.
now. Any discussion?
I just want to say quickly,
Questions?
every time we look at your resume, I'm impressed that you're doing this for us, and so thank you.
Well, I appreciate the
Despite
honor
some
of
of the
being able
smart
to do it.
alecks around this horseshoe, we know.
And I'm one of them, but I like you, Mike. You're a good guy, and you do a good job for us.
All right, very good. Good luck, sir. We have a motion to second, no discussion, so those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no.
2024-055, an ordinance authorizing payment in the amount of $28,825.27 to Mark Yogerist, a Springfield Police Department officer, for settlement of workman's compensation claim for case number 23-WC-015722.
Motion to amend.
Second.
We have a motion to amend in a second. Any
I believe
discussion?
we have a proposed amendment number 1, that we've been asked to amend it. Can you
Public
explain
It
it?
corrects the department in the title at which Mr. Yogers worked.
Okay. I think we all have that amendment in front of us, so. Any discussion? So we vote on the amendment first
Right.
of the ordinance, so we have a first and we have a motion and a second. Discussion? No, hearing none. Those in favor of the amendment, vote aye.
Aye.
Those against, vote no.
Motion for consent as amended.
Second.
Very good. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the ordinance? Seeing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Mr. Clerk?
2024-057, an ordinance authorizing acceptance of proposal under RFPCS 19-29 and execution of an agreement with Cumler United Methodist Church for sale of city-owned property consisting of one parcel located at 1022 North Fifth Street in the amount of $500 for the Office of Budget and Management.
Motion for consent.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Mr. Clerk?
2024-058, an ordinance approving a financing commitment letter with Heartland Bank for Shields Sports Park at Legacy Point for the Office of Planning and Economic Development.
Move for consent.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Mr. Clerk? Next is unfinished business. Is there any unfinished business to come before the committee?
I think there's one more ordinance.
I didn't see it. No.
58.
059?
Oh, okay.
Pulled.
Thank you.
Alderman Redpath.
I was going to do it under new business, but we can do it under either. I attended the Citizens Club meeting the other day, and Mayor Busher was absent. She was ill, and Ramona and Jamie took her place at the podium and talked about our finances. I want to tell you something. I was very impressed of the way they handled that. They explained things to the crowd that was well done and very informative. And I just want to tell you, Mayor, I was really impressed with the way they handled it. So congratulations on a good presentation, and it really let people understand what really happened here before this term. So thank you.
Great, good job, budget team. Anything else under unfinished business? Next is unfinished, Alderman Hanauer.
Thank you. I just want to thank Haley and her staff, Tony and those guys for getting us all set up with mics and backup mics, and we got speakers, and I think we're good to go. So I appreciate the quick one, because that meeting last week as we know, wasn't the best, so, and I hope it's working well on TV, so, thank you.
All right, thank you. Next is new business. And is there any new business to come before the committee? All right, now it's time for citizens' requests to address the committee. Are there any citizens who wish to address the committee?
Alice Ramey.
Alice Ramey, I live at 1212 South Livingston in Springfield, not in New York or wherever, which I was there. I have a complaint, a big complaint. I have called out the fire department 4 times for a house that is burning stuff in their backyard, which is against the law. And also, I was wondering who makes the tickets out for them to get them up here in front of the judge to get whatever they have to do. It's the 4th time, and they got trash as tall as that thing there, and it's bringing all kinds of bugs and everything to the neighborhood. I know that the smoke one day was so bad that the fireman told me he didn't even have to ask where the house was. He could see it. So it is getting bad when you can't get the people to stop it after 3 times of having the fire put out, or 4 times, and no cops were around to make a ticket, or whoever makes the ticket. It is getting bad. And people don't know how much it is. I like to know how much it is for a ticket, because I would like to have him get 7 tickets. Okay? It's unpopular, and I don't know if Roy knows anything about it, but he burns all the time. He's got 4 dogs that are very mean, and I've had to call out the dog pound on them. Not because I'm afraid of the dogs, it's because I have a little puppy and I don't want it to get hurt. So if you people on this horseshoe can figure out how much you can do and who has the authority to write him a ticket, I would appreciate to know it, okay? Other than that, you guys are doing a pretty good job. Not an excellent job, just a pretty good job. And have a good night.
Thank you, Ms. Ramey. Anyone else to address the council, the committee of the whole?
Motion to adjourn.
Seeing nothing else, make a motion. We have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Aye. That was a record. Thank you.